keeping ama records Chama ama mnafanya tu hivi?
We started well. We used to contribute some money. Sometimes we'll get some big money, then we just decide, let's put it in the bank account. So we have been keeping on, we have been saving, we have been borrowing the loans, we have been taking the loans and returning. Every December we usually go to the account and try to see how much we have, and we share amongst ourselves equally. So this bank account assists us because the donors demand that we must have a bank account, and that's why we set up a bank account.
Wow, pengine nikuulize kabla ni ongelesha mambo pale. Kuna any funding ambayo mmepata kwa serikali kwa private sector ama NGO na ilikuwa ngumu ku access alafu mkatumia?
Not only Esther Pasari's office, Mheshimiwa Pasari's office, they gave us 100,000. We appreciate the amount, but to be honest, 100,000 might not really help all the group members because some have different businesses. If we can receive from other companies as well, say 1 or 2 million, then we can decide probably to buy our own house, which we can invest in for the future. So we usually share what we receive, and if we can buy the house, then every month we could be getting something that we can share as members of the group. But we have not started that venture yet. We want our own, dream to be big. We want a house.
Ningetaka kuuliza mlipatanaje malaki kio among the oldest here plus wale ambao hawako, mlipatanaje kama nyinyi kama chama, alafu why did you choose women alone? Hakuna wanaume hata?
Ndio kufanya kazi kama wanawake kwa sababu unajua wanawake tunaweza kuzungumza mambo kwa usiri. Unajua wanawake tunapenda umbea na umbea ni tamu kwa wanawake. Lakini mwanaume akikuja hapa hakuna uhuru wa kuzungumza. Lazima tupige utako kidogo. Si ni kweli ama?
Hapo umesema. Acha kama nikija kwa mwenye umepiga story. Naangalia kwa timu naona kama wewe ule ni young sana. How does it feel to kuwa pamoja na wao ulijiungaje na hao? Is it very okay to be here?
I imagine, got to start. I'm not very young. I have one son. I'm 30 years old. That's why I joined this women's team. Because I also have a child to take care of. Thank God for giving me this life to go on with these people.
I feel like crying because you're inspiring me. With your own special ways, you look warm and you look like you are very okay. But deep inside you have needs and you'll be satisfied. So, ladies and gentlemen, you've heard the dynamics, the tough journey. But there is no aina team kama kwa naambia haba na haba ujaza kipaba na pamoja tunaweza kufanya mambo kubwa. There are people here, all of them actually their families, not wako na jamii, watu wanajikimu, wasijua na wanafanya mambo. When you come together, bigger things can happen. So sasa kuna dawa imekuja. Malipo hapo watu washika mkono pamoja na hadi wale wengine ambao hawiko mahali hapa wapatie njia, waambie hii ni pesa mko nayo, you can do this, you can do this, and this is a path. Na pia tuwaletea mtu ambao ataongelesha jinsi kabisa ya kufanya savings zenyu. If there is something I have learned today is resilience. These women have really inspired me and I hope they have inspired you as well. It's time for the Chama Doctor segment and Usha has an amazing guest. Guess who?
Now we've been able to see what amazing things can happen when people come together. And today, as you have seen from Steve, we have been concentrating on the Deaf Society in Kenya. And today I am here at the Kenya Society for Deaf Children to speak to the CEO to see what exactly are the challenges, what are some of the opportunities that the Deaf Society faces in Kenya. Come with me. Hello, Rhoda. How are you?
How are you?
I'm very fine, thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
For the deaf.
Asante sana.
Welcome.
All right, and how do I say thank you?
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Asante, thank you so much.
Welcome. Most welcome.
Nimefurahia sana to reach your offices. like to know, a brief introduction of who you are, what you do.
We are Kenyan Society for Deaf Children.
Yes.
This organization started in 1958. It's older than you by far.
Yes.
And it has been dealing with matters of children with hearing impairment.
Yes.
Mostly on matters of education, health, and social welfare. Because we work very closely with the schools, and all this time this organization has been registered by the Societies Act of Kenya, and we are a non-governmental organization.
All right.
Mostly we have been dealing with children, but with demanding issues, we have found it fit even to be looking for those who have finished school, because sometimes when they finish school and go, where are they? What are they doing? So we have made it our concern as well.
Right.
Though the association or the organization is registered under deaf children.
All right.
Yes.
And before we even dive further, I just would like to know, in terms of percentage, what population of, say, Kenya or in the world are actually deaf, just so that we can understand the scope of work that needs to be done.
This organization did some research a few years ago, and we found out that there are so many deaf children in this country that you may not believe it. We have about 6% of children with hearing impairment.
So just to put it in context, 6% is roughly 2.7 million Kenyans. As Rhoda has said, those are the number of people that currently are having some challenges. So how exactly do they go about when it just comes to anything, starting a business, getting the requirements, the permits, filing their taxes? Who exactly is helping them?
Usha, we have one advantage when we start talking about persons with disability, and we want to thank our government because they don't pay taxes.
All right.
Even when you are employed, you don't pay as you earn.
All right, and Steve has been able to also visit one Chamaa, interestingly, of deaf people. It was quite interesting, and it was just nice to just see them communicate amongst themselves, to have this structure, to raise this money, to have plans.
Yes, Usha, one of those women,
yes,
works with us here
All
at
right.
the Kenya Society for Deaf Children, and she's a good worker. She's very intelligent. Given more chances and more of those women, they will do better than even us who are hearing. And I'm looking forward to more chamas
Yes.
of such, because there are so many of them. And I want to tell you, when they are together, you just look at them and get amazed. The way they talk, and they say stories and laugh, just like us. And they like coming together. They like coming together and working. And I wish in every area, not even in every village, if they can have as many deaf ladies as possible to form, or even as a county, to form their own chama, they will be able to lift themselves better than they are.
Yes. And I was just wondering, how exactly, or what is your organization doing to help with perhaps trade or business opportunities for the hearing impaired?
Well, in this office, I would want to say this. We have a parents' liaison office. Our organization deals more with the parents, and we empower parents. Teach them about small businesses so that in turn they will also go and talk to their children. We also train them on sign language so that they can be able to communicate with their children. So ours is more of empowering the parents so that in turn they will go and look for other parents from wherever they come from. Those who are trained can train the others so that they can also be able to train their own children. To close, I would say this. All people who are watching this program, they have heard about this program. They have had children close to them who have disability, let us not ignore them. Parents, our children are able, they can do anything that another regular child can do, only that they need to be shown the way. And parents, please take care of your children, because this is a gift from God.
All right, asante sana. Thank you so much. Tumeshukuru for your time. We've been able to learn quite a lot, and this is a challenge for everyone at home. First of all, to understand that people with disability are, as you said, quite ordinary or extraordinary in the brilliant sense, actually.
Yes.
And also, you know, just if you have yourself any Chamaa, this is also an encouragement to you that everybody is actually joining the Chamaa, and everybody who does is actually benefiting from it. So sit down today and ask yourself, what can you do in your Chamaa, or how can you begin or join a Chamaa? Thank you so much for watching the Chama Show. As always, I've been your host, Usha Jose. At the Chama Show, we are always looking for new ways to help you make your Chamaa better. And you can join us on this journey by SMSing the word Chamaa to 22845 and get day-to-day information about Chamaas, as well as tips on how to run your Chamaa. You can also participate in our trivia, and you stand a chance to win an array of goodies, including tickets to this year's Chamaa Expo. So get texting that's Chamaa to 22845 and let's interact, and most importantly, let's grow together. If you would like us to cover your Chamaa or group, reach out to us on